Hello, everybody. I am super excited to announce Olivia Jacobus to Network in Action. Olivia is our newest member to our US Virtual Business Builders group. Welcome to Network in Action, Olivia.
Thanks, Jessica. I'm super excited to be here.
We are super excited and honored to have you a part of our business community. So tell us a little bit about what inspired you to start your own business and how has that initial inspiration evolved over time?
Sure. So about a year ago, I was working on finishing up my MBA. I was in a pretty high demand corporate finance position, and I found out I was pregnant with my son. Unfortunately, it was a high risk pregnancy, so I figured out pretty quickly that I needed to reevaluate my responsibilities and my stress. And I realized that I needed to leave my 9 to 5 to focus on my MBA and make sure I had a happy pregnancy. But I also knew I'd be going back to work. I love my job and I love to be able to help others. And so that's when this idea to launch my own firm came about. I really enjoy obviously working with numbers and being able to tell a story behind them and also helping others. So being as a bookkeeper, I'm able to do both. I can help small business owners really understand what's happening behind the scenes and really be able to make those strategic financial decisions that they may not otherwise be able to because they don't have the knowledge or the time to dive into it. And really that's sort of stuck around the whole time. As the more and more I help clients and business owners, I see the positive impact it has. So my goal is just to continue doing what I have been and be able to reach as many people as possible.
Yeah, I know. It is so funny how the stories tell a number, and most business owners, I'm a profit coach, and they don't want to look, right? It's scary and they don't know it and they make themselves wrong for it. And so I'm always so grateful for people like you who can help piece it together and help make their lives simpler. I think I was sharing with you one of the very first things I do when I onboard a client is get them a bookkeeper. Because it's not one of clients' typical their favorite tasks to do. So you're in demand, Olivia, that's for sure. So tell us what has been your biggest challenge as a business owner and how have you overcome it?
So I think it's one that I'm not alone in, especially the more I speak to other small business owners, is just sort of that fear of you have to know it all to take the first step. So, especially when it comes to accounting and finance, having worked in corporate for several years, compliance, of course, is pounded into us, making sure our I's are dotted and our T's are crossed. And so, whenever I'd get a call from a client, maybe I hadn't worked in that industry specific, or I didn't quite have knowledge in the software they're using, I just sort of had this feeling of inadequacy of, oh gosh, I can't take them on because I'm going to fail them. But what I've come to realize is I have a relentless determination to figure things out.
Mm,
I will spend hours of my own time, even if the
mhm.
client doesn't hire me, just in case I get a phone call from someone else down the line and I want to be able to answer those questions appropriately and have the information. I will still research it just so I have that knowledge. And so I think just realizing that you're never going to know it all, even if you've been in the industry 20, 30, 40 years. And as long as you realize that and you take some steps to figure it out and to learn it, and you're serving your clients as best as you can, that it's okay. You're going to figure it out.
Yeah, God, so true. The ability to figure it out, resourcefulness. Google is your best friend. I tell people all the time, Google is your
Yes.
best friend.
Yes.
So, how do you yourself measure success in your own business beyond just the financial metrics?
So I think for me, it's definitely with my clients. If you were to go to all of my clients today and just give them a random survey and ask them, how do they feel? Do you feel like you're getting the information you need? It's in a timely manner. Am I providing it in a way that makes them feel good and educated? Oftentimes, especially when I first started, I heard a lot of business owners say that they felt like their service providers weren't providing their information timely, or when they did, they just felt really bad about asking questions. So if I can get high scores and not in those areas from my clients, then I feel I've done my job and I'm happy with where we're at.
Yeah, I love it. And you yourself have some pretty good customer reviews. I was checking out online too. So, customer experience is huge, and I talk about it a lot within the group. So, tell us what makes working with you special or different.
Sure. So sort of piggybacking off that last one there. I really did spend a lot of time when I first opened my business because as a bookkeeper, we're not differentiated, right? I mean, I have an accounting
Mhm.
degree and so do 40,000 other people. We all learn the same debits and credits. So when I was trying to understand how am I going to market myself? How am I going to say, hey, like you should work with us instead of so and so? It really was understanding those pain points for my clients. And it really did come down to that relationship piece. You can get
Mhm.
quality service and the fact that your P&L is squeaky clean and really pretty. But if you haven't seen that P&L in 6 months, how are you going to know if you can purchase that piece of equipment that's vital to growing your business? How do you know if maybe that last employee you brought on is too much and breaking the bank and you actually can't make payroll next month? So I strive really hard to make sure that I am providing that good quality service, but also building that relationship. I want to know, if it's your kid's first day in kindergarten or if you're going on vacation next week, where are you going to? So I love to have not only be a partner and making sure you're aware of what's happening with your business financials, but I'm a person as well. I want to know what's going on in
Yeah.
your life and vice versa, and be able to be that support system, all around and not just in one particular area.
Yeah, it really is. Business relationships are really shifting where, you become friends with people that you work with, and you're attracted to working with people that you also would like to be friends with, right? Because your conversation is easy and simple. And I think it's been a huge trend, and I think it's really important. And I'm glad to see you embracing it. So
It's
thank
probably the
you.
funnest part of my job.
Yeah, it's great. Which really definitely sets you apart in your category as well, because when people think of numbers, oftentimes they don't think of someone with personality. They have a very made up version of what we think a CPA might look like. And so when you meet a CPA with a great personality who's charming as well, it can be a little bit confusing to the brain. So we're super excited to have you on board, and excited to take this journey with you, Olivia. Welcome to Network in Action.
Awesome. Thank you.